Hello there, friends. So, I know I haven't made a video in a while. You guys have been keeping me busy, and I love it, and thank you. So, I have two of my lovely customers who also love watching their holsters get made on videos. As a matter of fact, if you see a holster made, it's probably for either one of them on this channel. So, they want, it's funny, they both want the alligator skin pocket holsters for the same pistol. I finally got the alligator skin in, and we're going to make a pocket holster for the Sig P238. So because they both like it, I'm going to alternate you guys. I know you're both watching. I'll use both your holsters in the video as I go through the steps, because they're essentially going to be the same thing anyway. So anyway, here you go. Sig P238. This is an awesome little pocket pistol. I just recently got a 365 myself, and I think this is going to be the next one for the pocket gun. So anyway, the way this works, I don't know if you saw my other video, I made a larger one. This one we're going to do without the scoots on the back though, because that's not going to be good in your pocket. So here's a piece of the gator skin. This is nowhere near able to make any kind of holster for itself. So what you do is you laminate pieces of leather and glue it to there. So this is actually going to be smooth on the inside, smooth on the outside. Where is my... I don't know where my pattern is right now. But anyway, I've already drawn it out and traced it. And this is what we need to cut out. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is going to be around about where the alligator skin is going to go that we're going to put on the front of this holster. So you got to do is flip her to the back and flip this piece over, and we shall draw where we want to cut out, and I'll get that drawn and cut out. I'm going to do it a rough cut, because this is going to get laminated. I'm going to trim everything as it's together so it looks really nice and uniform. All right, so let's talk about what we got going on here. We've cut out our pattern. Okay? These pieces will get glued together like so. So you're going to have a smooth inside and a smooth outside. These pieces get glued together. This is going to be the outside of the holster, and this is going to be the inside. See, like that? So you basically have two of the same sides, and they're backwards. It's a little confusing. It's always best to screw up on this part than this part, because this part's the expensive part. So anyway, it'll sit like that, trimmed obviously, of course. This is going to be glued together. Like I said, you can't mold or make a holster out of this on its own. So this will be laminated together. These pieces will be laminated together. The inside's going to get dyed black like the rest of the holster. Outside's going to get dyed black. No need to dye the inside because you're not ever going to see it. It's going to be glued together. Same on this side. This will get glued onto here, and it'll be sunny time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my maker stamp in here, and then I'm going to glue these together, and that is going to be the next part you see, although it's got to dry overnight, but you know, it'll be a few seconds for you. So here we go. Okay, so let's talk about what we did here. Like I said, we laminated these pieces together. Okay, trimmed this and sanded it so it was smooth. Almost cut my finger off, because alligator is not very easy to cut through, but that's another story for another day. So the reason I sewed up here is because I laminated these two, I don't want it just held together with the glue, even though it's a really strong contact cement. But so I put a stitch there, and then once the whole thing gets put together, it's going to have a stitch all the way around to keep that skin on there, just as well as the liner on here. So now what we're going to do is, you see these little dots right here? I marked a pattern where we're going to glue this bad boy together. In the meantime, I'm going to make a lot of noise, and I'm going to scuff this area up on both sides, here and there and there and there, so the glue will have a better bond together. So put that together, and it'll be about ready time to mold it. It's a pocket holster. There's nothing real, nothing much else going on with it, but yeah, so that's the next step. Glue it together like this, and then after it gets sewn, it'll be ready for molding. That's the fun part. Boom. Okay, so what have we done? We have stitched the sides together, glued it together, sanded the edges smooth, stitched everything up. So now this bad boy is ready for wet form. It's been pretty nasty weather the last week here in Florida, so we're not going to be molding anything today. So I'm going to go ahead and dye the edges. I have a whole pile of other orders going out as well. They're going to get the edges dyed, and then I think tomorrow we might have some sunshine. Not that matters to any of you guys, but that'll be next. Wet molding. Everything's stitched up on the side. Remember, we stitched this first on each panel, and we glued each panel together and stitched the whole thing. So there is a stitch mark. You can see a little better here. Stitch mark all the way around the whole entire holster. But, you know, of course, it is open here. So you got to stitch this first. That'll help keep everything set, even though it's not coming up with that contact cement either. But anyway, there we go. Ready for wet mold. Okay, time for a little holster dunking. Here's the bath. We're going to put this, put this gator back in the water where he's used to. Boop. Look, he's swimming already. That's soaking. Okay. Okay, we have a wet wet gator holster here. Oh, let me wiggle this off camera. There we go. It's trying to be tricky on me, but there you go. She is molded. Now it needs to go sit out there in the sunshine and dry up. And there we have one completed pocket holster with actual American alligator skin on the front for a Sig 238 pistol. Don't mind that, that's just a crash. We're lined inside nice and smooth. Alligator, smooth. Got edge paint, edge coat on the edges here. It helps with the alligator skin. You can't get quite a nice of a burnish as with just regular vegetable tan, so that's why I put that edge coat on there. But I think it looks pretty great. Why don't you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thanks for watching.